So we're doing the Aitiascope. I hope I pronounced this correctly. The level 89 dungeon. Uh, Not a hard dungeon. A lot of stories. Again, take the time to listen to what's happening. It's really like a story mode. We're also going to see a lot of old characters coming in this dungeon to help us. We have to kill this first. First group, we'll continue there. So this is not a very difficult dungeon. The final boss, perhaps a bit more difficult than the others. Continue there. So here's a bit of a special mechanic here. I think that's the next one actually. So we need to kill this group one by one. So for the last group here, there's a kind of a special mechanic. There will be so in this dungeon, the purple flames represent the enemies, and then the orange one allies. So the purple flame is going to come. It's going to be an old enemy from early in the game, if you remember. Ilbert, but it looks invisible, and you can't really do much damage to him. See, I'm trying here very hard, but we don't do anything. And he's going to summon more monsters. So here you have those monsters coming. Ignore them. They also can't be killed. Uh, and we're going to get some help. That's it in there all day. So this one you just need to attack, and then Papalino comes to help us and kill Hilbert and his allies here. All right, that's the first boss. There's really nothing special here. Is going to do attacks with is again he has 4 limbs, and each limb is going to attack a quarter of the arena. So basically, this limb is attacking this quarter in front of him, the in front left, in front right, back left, back right. He always has 2 limbs lit up, and they are always opposite to each other, right? So they always, for example, will be this one and this one. So you have to be in the right quadrant of the arena. It's quite simple. Just follow the trust members here. Hopefully look at the mechanic, but it's really nothing difficult in this one. Just pay attention to when you have to move, when the limb light up. Alright, nothing to do so far, and I think it's going to start to put. See the colors? They haven't come yet. All right, that's now. So you see that the 2-1 which are lit up are going to explode, so we have to be on this side. Just be next to the trust members here, and that's it. Again, same thing. Be next to Oriange here. Again, avoid those things, and then don't move here because if you move, they will attack you again second time. Got the AoE here. Stack marker at the center. And avoid the cone. Okay. So we have a combination of this mechanic and then the sides. Again, just follow. Be next to a trust member here on Oriange. Just be on him, and that's it. That's what you have to do. So that's it. We saw everything on this boss. Really nothing very hard. Just follow the trust members, follow Yanje, follow Ishtola, and attack. Quite a lot of life here. Need to move out the AoEs. Stack marker at the center. Alright, again, this one follow Yanje. Just have to pay attention when the mechanics arrive, and it's limbed out to shine. So perhaps pay attention to this. And when you see this, you have to make sure you stick to a trust member. Out of the AoE here. That is finished. Ah, we have to go through the Aether current. Just click the Aether current, and you'll be transported to the next part of the dungeon. We can get the next group here. a bit long here. Nothing difficult, just alright, that's two group done. I have a chest here. And you can stay there, and actually you get something to help you. It's from Auchan, I believe. And we can get the third group here as well. Getting closer. And just AoE these groups here. Nothing special. Be careful with AoEs here, can come on you. That's it. We arrived at the second boss. So the second boss is also a very unique mechanics, but it's not hard. Following the trust members also works very well for this boss. This is why I think it's actually not very hard, even though the mechanics are a bit complex. Um, so the most complicated mechanic is that is going to actually transform the arena into a narrow corridor of ice, and they're going to be four uh, small clips in the ice where you can hide from his attack because he's going to attack in the middle. And you have to uh, but those clips are full of ice and the ice is melting, and you can see the speed of melting, and you have to go towards the one that melts fast, because the one that melts fast disappear, and you go inside the small area and you're protected against the attack. Now that's the first time it does that. It did this way, and the second time you combine it with another mechanic, which basically out of the four, only one is valid. But on this one, don't need to think too hard. Following trust members works very well. This is what we're going to do here. It's really if you follow the trust members, then they will just manage this mechanic for you. Here we just going to avoid that. All right, this is where we can start. Be in the middle. Okay, let's be. Okay, we're going for the trust members here. Just follow them there. And that's it. Alright, so now it's going to do this thing. When it does this, you just be on the diagonal. Flow trust members works as well, but just look at the direction of the two of the circles, and you be in the opposite diagonal of the square. That's quite easy to avoid. Basically, go away from those circles, which are targets. we'll see it once again, I suppose. But this again, it's not hard to avoid. You can just also follow the trust members on this one. All right, second version. Ready to follow again. All right, follow here. That's it. We're going to see the targets mechanic again. Remember, being the opposite diagonal. See, they go this direction, so we go in a diagonal like this, and that's it. Oh, we'll do about that. All right, let's do it one last time. I'll try not to kill it until it did what again. The perhaps I stop attacking here at 10%. So the chance to see the mechanic once again. Oh. All right. So follow trust members here. Oh, now it's going to die. We we killed him too fast. I was hoping to see it one more, but again, just follow trust members on this one. All right, last part of his dungeon. I think we can get the next group here, I believe. Here it is. It's quite far away, not sure it's going to work. It worked actually too well. Um, we can use our LB here. Alright, that's done for those two groups. And then we see Minfilia helping us. And the last two groups are close to each other. So we're going to pull them. Alright, just AoE here. AoEs there, but hard to avoid. And we're almost done. Alright, we have one last chest here and we're at the final boss. He also has quite a lot of mechanics. None of them is particularly hard. I'm gonna give you a few heads up. One is going to do some right and left. So we're going to see on this cast bar if he attacks right or left. I don't think there's any other visual indicator. You have to read the cast bar. And remember, he's in front of us. He's facing us. So there's a very easy trick in this situation where the boss is facing you. And for example, you see the attack is right. So the cast bar says right. So you just have to be, if it says right, you go right. Because our right is left. Um, so if it says right, we're going to be here. If it says left, we're going to be here. Trust members can be followed on this one. It's quite easy. Now there's another mechanic where it's going to summon a sort of kind of giant coin. Well, where it looks like a giant circle. I think that looks the coin to me. And you just have to make sure you're not aligned with the coin because the coin is going to pivot either like this or like this, and it's going to attack all in front of it. So just don't be in front of the coin. And one last fun mechanic he does one time is he creates Shiva comes to help us to create a big ice crystal in the middle of the arena, and you have to go to hide behind it. Let's go through it because I think there's a lot of things there. I think going. None of them is very difficult. But it's time to fight Ammon, the Undying. Dark 40, that's a tank buster. Alright, this is the meteor mechanic. We go on the side. Flow trust members here. Alright, here flow trust members, we have to be in the one with no white and then switch there. This one, the best way to do it is to follow the trust members. So you don't have to think too hard about it. Alright, this is where the coin is coming, because I'm calling a coin. So we're going to look at it so you can see it well. It's go like this, and then it typically we don't want to be in front. We're on the side of the coin. Okay, now it says left, so we want to be left. Again, trust members. Stay close to trust members here. You can stick to Urianger. All right, curtain call. This is we have to avoid those areas. So just avoid the areas here, and then Shiva is going to help us there. So Shiva comes here to help us, and we have to hide behind the heist. Let's see, the trust members are coming as well here. It's going to be right or left soon. And now the first the 2 coins. So we don't want to be in front of them, so we'll go here. Or again, you can just follow the trust members for this again. Left, we go left. Dark 40, that's just the AoE, the tank buster. Okay, Meteor, again, we go for trust members there. Again, We get to follow trust members next mechanic. Just follow Yonjay here. And follow Yonjay again here. Left again. Again, follow Yonjay when he moves. Alright, we have to move here out of this. Left, again, over Yangé. Right, we switch. So you see, nothing very difficult here. Lots of mechanics, but nothing very hard. You follow Yangé. Be careful the right and left in the cast bars. I think that's quite important, not to miss. And I think we may have the coin coming back soon. I call it the coin. If it's a coin or not. There it is. Again, look at how they're going to move, and you can just again follow Yangé as well here. Follow Yangé, goes here. Just follow Yangé. Left. And it's done. This one you can just watch the video again if you're not sure, but there's nothing very hard here. Again, congratulations for finishing this dungeon. Almost done for the expansion.